Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone. So, as of last week, what has been going on? Start off on the personal end. I have been marking out my yard for installing a fence. Got 3 little dogs and a neighbor, and the dogs tend to want to talk to each other, and it's driving me nuts. So I'm going to be putting in a fence over the next week or so. So wish me luck on that. Let's see, what else is going on? Let's talk about the questions. I had one person ask questions last week. Several questions. So let's start off here. It said, have you always brewed all grain? If not, when and how did you switch over? Okay, well, no, I didn't always brew all grain. Back when I started with Mike, it was November, I believe it was November of 2014. We did extract kits. If you watch first time brewing video, I'll put that over here. If you watch that video, that is the first, well, it's not the first brew we did, but it's the first one recorded. We were still doing extract kits at that point. Now I do all grain. I do all grain now because I like the camaraderie of hanging out with people, enjoying their beverage. It takes a little bit longer, so you get to do those things a little bit longer, and the science of it. I like the ability to adjust the temperatures in the mash to extract different enzymes and sugars, and it's just a little bit more involved, and I feel a little bit more connected with the beer when I'm done with it, if that makes sense at all. The other thing he asked was how many types of beer have you brewed? Not tasted. My favorite, and was it easy, or which was the easiest? Okay, well, I have brewed, I had to go and look it up, I have brewed 29 styles of beer so far. Of that, there were 89 complete different beers I've made. The easiest, I would probably say, would be a smash beer, single hop, single malt beer. Unless you, well, no, that'd be the easiest, I think. Not a lot of thought goes into that, you know. My favorite beer is probably going to be a Helles that I make with Andy and the other guys. It's just phenomenal. As a matter of fact, I will put a little clip of Mike enjoying the Helles for the first time right here.
Oh, this is outstanding.
So yeah, it's pretty damn good. What else we got on here? If you get a product for review and it's terrible, how do we know you aren't biased? Alright, well, that's easy. I look to YouTube for things I want to buy all the time, and if I find that someone's just jerking me around, that's just bullshit, and I don't want to put up with that. I don't want people to have to put up with that. I do get a lot of stuff, and I gotta be honest with you. I tell them up front that if the product is gonna suck, I'm gonna let you guys know. I mean, nobody's gonna send out the product thinking it sucks, but I'm gonna run it through the tests and use it the way I use it, and I give you my honest opinions. So if you follow what I've done, if you look at my reviews, what I say is genuine. If it's great, it's great. If it's not, I'm going to let you know about it. What type of equipment do you typically use when you're brewing? And how much do you typically brew? Alright, well, let's take the second half of that. I have been brewing, I've brewed 5-gallon batches for a long time. Basically just because that's the type of equipment we started out with. Mike and I started out with, 10-gallon kettles. Actually, we started off with little kitchen kettles, but everybody starts there usually. But so 5-gallon batches for a long time. Then I started getting some more friends involved, Andy and Steve, and so now we usually do minimum 10 gallons. A lot of times we'll do 15 gallons. But that's just based off of cost. The more you do at a time, the less your overall costs are going to be. So we try to get together and plan out our brews accordingly so that we can keep our costs down. Type of equipment. Well, let's start over there. The Megapot. That's a 15-gallon Megapot. I got it from Northern Brewer. That has the tri-class. Well, I'm not going to get into all the details. If you guys want me to go into details about this stuff, I will, but I'm just going to show you what I own and what's here. 15-gallon Megapot, 20-gallon Blickman Boilermaker. I've got a 15-gallon Blickman Boilermaker that I usually use for either boiling or as a mash. Same here, boil or mash, depending on what size batches we're going to do. New thing I just got was the Blickman Rims Rocket. I'm going to start, as of this video, you haven't seen it in any of the videos yet, but I've started using, turn my mash into a rim system so I can control the temperatures that much finer. I've got the Inkbird PID controller here, and I'll put basic, information about each one of these in the description below. But this is a Kegco 3-roller grain mill, and up here, I don't know if you can see it, is the ultimate sparge arm. That is obviously you need kettles, but that ultimate sparge arm, that is something I would definitely look into getting if you're going to be doing a lot of all grain brewing. That thing has worked out fantastic for me. I can't say enough good things about it. Let me grab it real quick. Also use this. This is a counterflow chiller. I don't know the manufacturer of this. I'll have to look it up. And like I said, I'll put it in the description. That's the basic equipment that I use. This is the Hellfire from Blickman, Hellfire burner, and then I've got an Anvil brewing equipment burner over there. So I only have 2 burners that I use on a regular basis. That's it. That's great. Some exciting news. I do have a product I am doing a review on. Like I said, I don't know if I said it, but anyway, a little hint as to where it comes from right there. But I've got that product coming up. I'll have the video probably mid-November because I have to do the brew and get things flowing before I can get that review out. But it's a pretty big announcement. I believe I will be the first to have a review of this particular product, so keep an eye out for it. If you haven't hit that little bell icon, please click it. That'll notify you anytime I have new content. Other than that, I think that's about it. Yeah, so please, if you have any questions for me about the equipment, about brews I do, about, I don't know, life in general, I don't care, put those in the comments below. I'll answer those every week on the Homebrew Wednesdays. And if you're the first time here, please go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when I've got new stuff. And go ahead and give this a thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. But until next time, my friends, keep on brewing.